Why do we do what we do? What drives our behavior? These are the questions that have intrigued psychologists for centuries. To unravel this mystery, we delve into the 18 laws of human behavior. So sit back, relax, and prepare to gain some insights into the human mind. First on the list is the law of reciprocity. This law states that we feel compelled to return a favor when someone does something nice for us. Ever been given a free sample at a store and then felt the urge to buy something? That's the law of reciprocity at work. Next is the law of commitment. Once we commit to something, we feel a strong need to follow through. For instance, you might find it hard to drop a book once you've started reading, even if it's not that interesting. Third is the law of social proof. We tend to do what others are doing, especially in situations where we are unsure. Ever followed a crowd because you didn't know where to go? That's the law of social proof. Fourth is the law of authority. We are more likely to obey people who we perceive as authorities. This is why we tend to listen to doctors, teachers, and police officers. The fifth law is the law of liking. We are more likely to be persuaded by people we like. This explains why we might buy a product endorsed by our favorite celebrity. The law of scarcity, our sixth law, states that we value things more when they are scarce. That's why limited edition items are so popular. Seventh is the law of contrast. We often make decisions by comparing things. For instance, a sweater might seem reasonably priced when compared to a more expensive one. The eighth law, the law of expectation, states that our expectations influence our behavior. If we expect to do well in an exam, we are more likely to study harder. Next, the law of consistency. We like to stay consistent with our previous actions. If we've always voted for a particular political party, we're likely to do so in the future. The 10th law is the law of conformity. We tend to conform to societal norms and expectations. For example, we might wear formal clothes to a job interview because it's the norm. The law of habit, 11th on our list, states that we are creatures of habit. Once we develop a habit, it's hard to break. 12th, the law of self-interest. We are primarily motivated by our own interests. This is why we might choose a job that pays more, even if it's not our passion. 13th, the law of reaction. We often react instead of responding. When someone criticizes us, our first instinct might be to defend ourselves. The 14th law, the law of attention, states that we pay more attention to things that are relevant to us. If you're planning to buy a car, you might start noticing cars everywhere. The law of belief, our 15th law, states that our beliefs influence our actions. If we believe we can't do something, we're unlikely to try. 16th is the law of association. We connect ideas and experiences in our mind. For instance, we might associate the smell of baking with happy childhood memories. The 17th law, the law of pain and pleasure, states that we seek pleasure and avoid pain. This is why we might choose to watch a movie instead of doing chores. Finally, the 18th law, the law of change. We are always changing and evolving. No one stays the same forever. In summary, these 18 laws of human behavior offer a fascinating glimpse into our motivations and actions. They remind us that we are complex beings driven by a myriad of factors. Understanding these laws can help us better navigate our lives and relationships. So, the next time you wonder why people do what they do, remember these laws and gain a deeper understanding of the human psyche.